Good evening, everybody. Tonight we are going to make a plated meal. What are we making, Deb?
Adobo chicken burritos with refried beans, queso blanco, and tomato corn salsa. Very exciting.
Okay. What are our ingredients? We need to know
Chicken.
what our ingredients are.
Scallions,
Okay.
tortillas, corn,
Real
and
corn,
a bag
too.
of stuff.
Not canned corn,
Nope.
but real corn. What's in the bag of stuff?
Adobo spice,
Okay.
refried beans,
Okay.
tomato, and yes, plated to the nice firm little tomato.
Wow. Yeah, that's a nice tomato.
That one's gonna make me happy. Queso blanco,
Okay.
some sour cream,
All right.
some Cholula,
Yeah, we're gonna make a Cholula crema.
sauce, woo! And of course, you can't have burritos without a lime.
All right. Let's get started. What's first?
Pat chicken very dry with a paper towel,
Not just dry, but very dry?
very dry.
Okay.
Season all over with adobo spice mix, salt and pepper.
Okay, I better get started then.
You better.
What are you doing?
While you're doing that, I'm going to start preparing ingredients. Rinsing produce, shuck corn, discarding husks and silk, slice off kernels, roughly chopped tomato, trim and discard scallion root and mince, keeping whites and light green separate from dark, have the lime and crumble the queso blanco. So all that goodness.
So in this case, you truly are a corn husker? You do a good job with that, baby.
Yep.
Like you've had some practice.
Yep. Possibly not for, cooking purposes. And possibly not when the corn was still fresh and ready to be eaten. But yes. I was a teenager once. And we had a really nice cornfield in our town.
So you stole the corn? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying anything. Borrowed.
How do you borrow corn?
Shut up. You need to take that part out.
It does look the same when it comes out, though.
Roughly chopping the tomato. Skin side down, you're supposed to sear it until the skin is browned to help with the flavor, I'm sure. Lime. Halved.
I have salted, peppered, and what's the other stuff I put on there?
Adobo seasoning.
Adobo spiced the chicken. Debbie has cut
Corn.
corn, tomato, lime, and what are you cutting now?
The scallions.
Okay.
If you call this little butcher job that I'm doing cutting.
Yeah, I call it cutting.
Well, they want things minced, and well, that's just not really in my wheelhouse. Unless it's garlic, and then we put it in that nifty little roller thingy, and everything comes out okay.
I think you're doing an epic job of mincing.
Do you?
Yes, it's super cool. I'm using all the catchphrase words. People always say things are epic and super cool.
Do they? Really?
Yes.
Well, sure. Whatever. Works for you, dear.
You haven't noticed that? Oh no, super cute, not super cool. Oh, it's super cute. This is super cute. That's super cute. Debbie's crumbling the...
Queso blanco. There. Crumbled.
Which is cheese.
Yep.
Okay, in a medium pan, on medium heat, I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of olive oil into it. 1, 2, and a little bit for good measure. So once the oil heats up, I'll put the chicken on.
Add chicken, skin side down, sear until skin is golden, and easily lift from the pan, 6 minutes. Flip and sear until cooked through. About another 6 minutes, which in that skillet means about 4 and 4. We gotta make salsa and refried beans.
Okay.
In a bowl, we're mixing together the corn, the tomato,
All of the corn?
this is all the corn.
Pretty sure the corn does not get cooked.
No, that's weird.
It cooks pretty well in the burrito.
All the tomato,
Okay.
juice of 1 lime, the dark green scallions, which I did eventually chop, and half of the queso blanco, okay, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt and pepper.
All right, I think it's time to flip the chicken. Oh yeah.
Yep, definitely time to flip.
Yeah. You put salt and pepper in it too, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, in the other bowl, we're putting 1 cup of refried beans. Do you want me to estimate it?
Sure. If you can't trust the estimation of a math teacher, who can you trust?
Yeah, well, you know. Okay.
Okay.
Save the rest for another recipe, like a big tray of nachos. The scallion whites and light greens, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And apparently a little corn, because they were all on the same cutting board. And stir it together.
Okay, I've taken the chicken off and now I'm letting it rest. Rest.
Don't really know how long.
Oh, chicken one. Rest.
Burritos are cooking, which is going to be about 8 to 10 minutes here once we actually assemble them. We were then supposed to wipe the bean bowl clean and use it to make this stuff, but since we're doing it out of order and since I don't really need a bowl this size to make a cream that uses these 3 things, we're going to use this bowl instead. Because all it gets is the sour cream and the Cholula and some salt and pepper. I don't need that big old honkin' bowl for that. So there we go. How much of this do you want, dear?
I don't care. You can use it all.
Okay. Catch. You didn't catch.
Wasn't expecting you to do it over the bowl.
Well, I wasn't until I noticed that I cut it too far down and it started to ooze. And now I really need to wash my hands before I
Touch anything?
do something like touch my eyeball or... That's good.
Would you like it to pepper?
That's good.
Okay, so what do I do? Spread the beans on a tortilla?
Mm-hmm. Leaving a 1-inch border. So you decide which one out of a circle is an end. Says the math teacher in me. Add the remaining queso blanco in a horizontal line over the beans. Then you're going to add the sliced chicken to each of them. Then we're going to top with a 1/4 cup of the tomato corn salsa. Fold insides and roll up tightly away from you to seal. Here goes nothing. It's not bad.
Yep.
Okay, leave it on, I would say leave it on the board because we're gonna need to carry it over there on something. Okay, we are going to arrange burritos seam side down in the pan that we had from the chicken. We're supposed to rinse it and wipe it dry. That would have been something to know before all the stuff cooled down on it.
How's that for a roll?
Place over medium heat.
Okay.
So definitely turn it down. Place over medium heat and seam side down. Cover and cook until burritos are warmed through and lightly toasted 8 to 10 minutes. So seam side down. Might want to spread them out a little bit so they got room to breathe. Cover. Our cover's kind of sitting on the burritos themselves. 8 to 10 minutes. Other than that, we're done. Because we did all the other stuff that we should be doing right now.
We don't need to flip them?
Yeah. Well, no, it just says serve the burrito, have the burritos diagonal, divide between serving plates, and then serve with the crema and the salsa. So yeah, if you want to put it on the plate first.
Let's go ahead and put it on the
Go
plate.
ahead. You trying to make a bed for your burrito?
Yeah, make it look pretty.
Okay, whatever works for you, dear. And for anybody watching this video and thinking, hey, they made it all the way through a meal without setting something on fire or burning their food, that would be a no. The bottom of our burrito looks like a burnt slice of toast. But it's fine. Because we're going to eat it anyway. They look good. They feel warm.
You got a knife?
Mm-hmm. Sure do. Look at those. They look like burritos.
Let's see if we can make them pretty.
Lord. You go with it. Exactly what am I supposed to do with the cream? Drizzle?
Just drizzle on top of
It doesn't really drizzle. It more like globs.
Okay. Well, you could just put some on the side and we can dip it in.
There we go. Now it's not pretty. Now it's coated. Got a little sauce or a little cream, which is probably supposed to be over the burritos, but we're putting it on the side because
It looks pretty. Don't you think?
yeah, it does.
All right, let's eat.
Let's eat. Oh, there's a little heat.
Good stuff?
Mm-hmm. I like this one.
A good plated meal?
Mm-hmm. It's pretty tasty, isn't it?
I like this.
Mm-hmm.
This will be easy to repeat too.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Very good plated. Gonna enjoy this now. So, if this is the first time you've seen our videos, like and subscribe.
Please.
Really would appreciate that. You don't have to, but it'd be nice. And now for something completely different. Bye.
Bye. Bye.